voice is clear to all?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we are going to share about Canto 1, text chapter 11, text 40. Before going to the class, we can have a short recap. Yashodanandana Brajajana Yashodanandana Brajajana Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Radha Madhava Kunjavihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Yes, Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanam Salakaya Chakshurunmiritam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nidhi Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Text 14, chapter 11. Samarjida Mahamarga Gatyapanaka Chatvaram Siktam Gandhajale Ruptam Phala Pushpakshadanuga Phala Pushpakshadankurai. Word to word meaning. Samarjida, thoroughly clean. Mahamarga, highways. Pratya, lanes and subways. Apanaga, shopping marketplaces. Chatvaram, public meeting places. Shiktam, moistened with. Gandhajalai, scented water. Uptam, was proven with. Phala, fruits. Pushpa, flowers. Akshada, unbroken. Ankurai, seeds. Translation. The highways, subways, lanes, markets and public meeting places were all thoroughly cleansed and then moistened with scented water. And to welcome the Lord, fruits, flowers and unbroken seeds were strewn everywhere. Purport. Scented waters prepared by distilled flowers like rose and kiora were requested to wet the roads, streets and lanes of Dwaraka Dama. Such places, along with the marketplace and public meeting places, were thoroughly cleansed. From the above description, it appears that the city of Dwaraka Dham was considerably big, containing many highways, streets, and public meeting places, with parks, gardens, and reservoirs of water, all very nicely decorated with flowers and fruits. And welcome the Lord, such flowers and fruits with unbroken seeds of grain were also strewn over the public places. Unbroken seeds of grain or fruits in the seedling stage were considered auspicious, and they were still so used by the Hindus in general on festival days. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So in this chapter, it's mentioned that how Dwaraka city were decorated when Krishna used to come there. And Krishna is coming, how they are welcoming Krishna with, here it is mentioned, scented water prepared by distilled flowers like rose and kyora. So it's like a rose water only. They are welcoming Krishna with rose water, with the scented water and fruits and flowers. They used to decorate in the auspicious way. This actually Krishna is coming to Dwaraka. Everyone is very Dwaraka Vasis were very viraha. Without seeing Krishna, they were feeling separation of Krishna. When Krishna used to come there, he used to bow the Panchajanya. So everyone is very awakened. They are very attracted to see Krishna, actually. And because they are in Shuddha Sattva platform, everyone in Dwaragavasis. Shuddha Sattva, Sattva, Vishuddha Sattva. Because why they are in Shuddha Sattva means because they have an attraction to see Krishna. They are very eagerness to see Krishna. Because that is the main symptoms those who are in Shuddha Sattva. That's the main reason they are decorated very nicely with the flowers and fruits. And it's because Sattva is the Vishuddha Sattva is there is no place for Rajoguna and Tamogun. And they are not there is no the Dwaragavasis, they have no any duplicities and impersonalism and passion, ignorance, nothing is there. They are in a Shuddha Sattva platform. They are in a higher than Sattva Guna. So it just mentioned how they are welcoming Krishna in such a nice way. So here it is mentioned that unbroken seeds of grain or fruits with in these seedling water were considered auspicious. So whatever decorations they are doing, whatever that arrangements they are doing, it's also mentioned very nicely. It is actually we should understand why they are decorating and everything is doing. It's mentioned here, unbroken seeds of grains and fruits are already auspicious. Because why it is auspicious? Because Krishna is coming there. That is the main reason it's very auspicious, everything. Because the Dwaragavasis' main business is to please Krishna. For every arrangement they are making, it's for pleasing Krishna only. Nowadays, we are so many marriages and so many ceremonies they are conducting. So we don't know. There are so many decorations we are doing. In my childhood, my mama's marriage is going to happen. So many decorations used to happen. So I don't know. There are so many rituals are there. Actually, that my mom is actually that's marrying that mama is going to marry. She's my mommy. She used to sit her father's lap and sit there, and the mama used to tie the Mangal Sutra. It is the procedure. When I was in LKG, UKG, I am seeing everything. And decoration was they are tying with plantain, the banana plantain, and they are in front of the house. They are decorating with cow dung. They are making clean every places. So I was asking to my grandpa, why we are doing all those things. In childhood itself, I asked this question to my grandpa. Grandpa told that your mother marriage also I conducted like this. Why are you asking same question to me? You asked your mother, he told me. Then goes to my mother. I asked to my mother, it's why we are doing all those things. My mother used to say, it is my ancestors are doing like this. My ancestors are doing, I am doing same things. So their answer is likewise only. What our forefathers or ancestors are doing, same I am following that. That is their way of knowledge. Actually, we should understand why we are doing all those things. Why this decorations, everything. Here, Dwarkavasis are mainly pleasing the Krishna. So that's why everything they are doing, they are to please Krishna, they are arranging everything. Actually, it's very required. When Guru or Vaishnavas, they used to come our home or our residence, we should decorate, we should clean the house, we should make everything arrangement ready. We should give good facility, good hospitality, not facility, more than hospitality is required. I was in base actually, Coimbatore. There's a Radayatra is going to conduct. It's 5 years back, I guess. So 1 week before, Radayatra 1 week before, we used to clean the bases and rooms, guest rooms we used to clean. So that's then I had a question. Only grooming and mopping is required. I asked my senior. Only grooming and mopping is required, Prabhuji. Why are we doing everything clean? And we are doing Gundicha margin. Every, what you say, as a bureau we used to pull and we would clean that area and all. And I asked to my senior, we are doing all those things, why we are doing? Because senior devotee knows they only need that good sleeping and good prasadam and they want to see Radayatra only. Just grooming and mopping is required, Prabhuji. Why we are doing all those things, I used to ask. Then that Prabhuji used to teach me, Prabhuji, that if you are cleaning very nicely, they want to, that devotee used to come there, they want to understand how they are cleaned. In his mind, they will feel this place is very good place. They are giving nice facility. If he tell his mind good words, it will purify our sadhana, our spiritual. It will purify us actually. So if they are telling in their mind, it will purify us. For that purpose, we are doing everything. We want to purify everything we are doing for our own purification only. Actually, I am giving this Srimad Bhagavatam class. You are thinking I am giving to all Radha Govinda sir. No. I am actually teaching my own self actually. But I want to learn. So I am teaching to my own self. It's not advice to, it is also advice to you also. But it's mainly advising for me actually. Actually, so we should understand why we are decorating everything. So we should ask the question that why we are doing all the rituals and everything. Everyone is doing nowadays very rituals, very grand way. Now, where my friend's son, Upanayanam used to happen. It's a very, what you say, VIP Mahal actually. VIP Mahal, they used to grand festival days to conduct. That small Upanayanam only. Upanayanam is very, what you say, small ceremony only. But more than 5 hours is required. They are making a very grand festival. They are calling the actors and the celebrities also. Nowadays, the rituals are conducting very nicely. But if you ask why we are conducting, they don't know what is the reason behind it. Actually, we should also understand why we want to do all those things. Our Guru Maharaj used to say one pastime actually for this rituals and that ceremonies. Actually, there is one marriage going in a village. That there is one bride and groom is there, and in marriage there is one small cat used to disturb every visitors used to come. Marriage hall is very open area, so every doors are open. So somewhere the cat enter in the marriage hall. It used to disturb every visitors, those who are sitting. And the bride is watching there, and that bride, that mother, what she do? She take that cat and hide it in a one bag. You put in that bag. After marriage, because that cat is very disturbance for everyone. So that purpose, what that bride mother do? Take the cat and put in the bag, close it. After marriage, everyone went out. She will remove that bag and the cat will run away. So what happened? That bride used to watch all those things. Then the next generation happened. Next generation, that the bride's daughter used to go to marriage, same mandap. The same, so what happened? That the bride, that marriage finished, that bride is done. What they will do? She will send somebody to take the cat from outside. Cat is roaming outside. You want to pick the cat and bring mandap. Bring mandap, and she what will do? She will take a one big bag and hide it and close it. Cat is roaming somewhere else. It's not roaming in the mandap. She will go outside, take the cat and bring inside and close it. After the marriage finish, that bag is opening, cat is running outside. It is the way of culture we are following actually. We don't know why we are doing all those things. What is the pastime behind it? Why? What is what you say? What is the procedure behind it? We should know. We don't know actually. That's why our Krishna conscious we actually teaches Adado Brahma Jitnyasa. Means we should ask the question: who am I? Why we are coming here? What is the purpose of life? Everything they are teaching very nicely, and we want to learn. Oh, what is we want to ask question our own self actually. What is the purpose of this? What is the actual pastime behind it? We should understand. So Prabhupada used to stress us, Adado Brahma Jitnyasa. You should ask question. Prabhupada also tells us, you should ask the questions. And also our Guru Maharaj also stressed the word that, stressing that Garbhodana Samskara means when Garbhodana Samskara happens, we should be for getting a Krishna conscious child. For getting Krishna conscious child, Garbhodana Samskara is because when child is growing, he or she should be in an environment. He should know the spiritual science. What is science behind it? It's because the father and mother is a devotee. He knows everything. So whatever they know, they teach to their child. Then the child will grow in a Krishna conscious way. He knows everything. Our Guru Maharaj is stressing the word. Garbhodana Samskara is required. Krishna conscious child also very required. And recently, 2 days before also, I saw one video. One brahmachari devotee, our Krishna conscious devotee, he used to give on an interview on the interviewer. Is that telling about the child behaviors. And that brahmachari Prabhu used to say that at the age of 5 years to 8 years, whatever the child is learning from the environment, that will take for lifelong. Very powerful statement. What he is telling that? 5 to 8 years. Whatever they are seeing, whatever they are observing, whatever the parents are doing, whatever the society is teaching, that will gathered in the input brain and it will take for lifelong. That's why everyone is asking why violence is coming, why everyone is very angry, why that world has no peace. Everyone is asking this question because their childhood, their teachers is materialistic things, cinema, sports, and mobile phones and electronics, video games. In childhood, they teach us that video game how to play that WWF, everything they are teaching. And the end of their life, after 8 years, whatever they learned in childhood, materialistic things, they will take for whole life. Then there is a violence, there is no peace in this world. Everything is happening that only. I was very wonder when I was wonder recently 2 years back. I was seeing one small child. He's around 3 years old. He was very eager to. He's asking to mother, "Mama, give me phone." The phone is a touch phone. He's taking the phone. Phone is a Oppo phone actually. He know how to operate the phone. I was very stunned. It's a phone's cost is around 25,000. And father, mother does not know what is the settings, what is the features about this phone. This 5 years girl, she knows everything. Nowadays, society is teaching like this only. How to use phone, how to be in sleep till 10 o'clock, how to work hard. work hard in the sense night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, how to work, how to, the father and mother will go to day shift, night shift. That the scene, that all scenario that the child is seeing nowadays, that is what are the teachings the father mother used to teach, that will taking for whole life. So that's why our Guru Maharaj is stressing the word Krishna conscious child. We should be give a proper education to child, Krishna consciousness, everything, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. We should give a good Harikatha, Krishna book, Krishna pastimes. We should be engaged in kirtans and taking for association, devotees, mingle with devotees. And the child will be in a spiritual environment. He can get a good atmosphere of spiritual. So we should understand. We should understand that we should teach our child in a Krishna conscious way. That is the main thing we should understand from this. And here it is mentioned that from the above description, it appears that the city of Dwaragatam was considerably big, containing many highways, streets, and public meeting places. The city of Dwaraga, it is considered very big city. And nowadays, I was hearing the lecture of Charu Maharaj. He is telling the point that that there is a misconception happened in the Western countries. They are telling that Egypt and Middle East are very rich countries. They are civilized countries. They are telling. They are never recognized India is a cultured country. So their main point is that Middle East and Egypt countries, their main point is that Iraq and Iran are very, very good. Main focus on Iran and Iraq and Egypt. They are the civilized countries there live. Actually, that after independence or before independence, that time, not in Satyavada, Dwapara Yuga, before that, what you say, Mughal period is over that time. Those are following that, what you say, before, notice that Satyavada, Dwapara Yuga time, after Parikshit time happened. Parikshit time after finishing, it is telling that those who are following the four regulative principles, those who are following the Vedic culture, they used to stay in towns, villages, and cities. Those who are not following four regulative principles, and they are sent into the forest. It is that's a main rule that Parikshit Maharaj that time. Not Satyuga, Trada Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Dwapara Yuga ending time, Kali Yuga starting time. Rule was there. That Vedic culture was after what do you say? That cities like cities and towns and villages, that those who are following four regulative principles, those who are following the Krishna consciousness, those who are following spiritual, they used to live there. Above that, they used to live in the forest. And a group of peoples are there in forest, they will send out of the country. That is the main rule that time. Actually, nowadays that countries like Iran and Iraq, whatever they are following, it is the remnants getting from the Vedic culture only. You should understand. They are called Andhajans. Those who are living in forest, they are called Andhajans. Those who are in four Varnasrama Dharma, those who are following four regulative principles, they used to live in cities and villages. Actually, Parikshit Maharaj time was a very, the time was a Kali is going to enter. Actually, Kali is going to enter. Kali is going to kill the cow. That Parikshit Maharaj is very angry. He's going to kill the Kali, and Kali is begging the Parikshit Maharaj, please give a shelter to me. So Parikshit Maharaj is giving 4 places where there is a gambling, where there is a illicit sex, where there is meat eating, and intoxication is going to happen. You can stay. And Kali is to ask, I didn't see in your ruling area. There is no places for this or area. He's giving one more places. That is in gold. In gold, you can stay. Then now, that is the 5th place I'm giving to you. Actually, Charu Maharaj is telling that Krishna consciousness, those who are gold is using for Krishna consciousness, that gold is not considered Kali. Gold without Krishna consciousness, it is considered as a Kali's place for that those who are entering that place. It is mainly telling. Why I am telling this? There is one point is that's why I am telling all these things. It appears the city of Dwargadam was considerably very big, containing many highways and streets. 2 days before only, I watched this lecture of Charu Maharaj. He's telling elaborately about these things, what is the Vedic culture, and everything is going to happen. This happened on the Parikshita Maharaj's ending time, it's the ruling time and finishing time. That is the main thing you should understand. So what I am telling is, after you should, in the whole conclusion, telling that in this sloka particularly, it's mentioned about city of Dwara, how is decorated very nicely, how they are pleasing Krishna, very nice way, and to welcome Lord Krishna with fruits and flowers. We should also please that Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava in a very fantastic way. They should feel it's place. They should feel it's a good place. Then we should get a purity in our heart. Our main business is not for earning job or make a good building and all. Main business, that is also side business. Our main business is that we should please Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava. And please the Vaishnava is the most important. And also Prabhupada also give a stressing. That's why Prabhupada is giving a stressing for we want to become like a Dwaragavasis, Shuddha Sattva. There in Shuddha Sattva, we should also become Shuddha Sattva. That's why Prabhupada is struggling for us to become Shuddha Sattva. And also to preach entire world, town to town, village and village, we should preach, we should give this Dharma, Krishna consciousness to everyone. Our main business is to become Shuddha Sattva. And also main purpose is to spread Krishna consciousness in each town and villages. That is the main thing we can understand from this sloka. So I am concluding my words. If you have any questions or comments, please welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for a nice class, and you explained how nice welcoming is an art. It has to be learned very well and do it. And I also want to add a point saying that we had learned this through our leader, how to receive guests. And I particularly remember one particular guest. He was the president of Hyderabad, Vedanta Chaitanya Das. So he had come, and we had this always Prabhu would tell, go down, receive them, folded hands very humbly, and bring them. Okay, though it's the same small steps, you have to bring them to your place. And of course, while doing that, we do the kirtan. So we do Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan, and we say Jai Prabhupada, and they come in and they show Arati. And post that, he was making a comment saying that you should receive everybody regardless of the designation they hold. That is, because it is president, you should not do a elaborate one, and some other normal Vaishnava is coming. So it should be the same standards for everyone. So that was another learning, that you don't have to go by the Vaishnava's designation in GBC or in ISKCON. Regardless of who the Vaishnava is, you should treat it non-different and treat them as simple, pure Vaishnavas. So that was one point which I thought I should. And thanks for reminding us the cat incident. It's our favorite one which you keep using. But only one question I had, Prabhu. You had mentioned Bhakti Charu Maharaj mentions that gold is to be avoided. How do we understand as Vaishnavas? What is our understanding here? That should we use gold or should not we use gold? How is on festivals or on occasions?
Okay, what that I heard lecture from that Guru Maharaj. Gold, which is Krishna consciousness, Kali will not affect. Kali, how it's affecting? Kali giving 4 places that yearly 6 sets, gambling, intoxication, and meat eatings, the 4 places that Parikshit Maharaj gives shelter. One more place that Parikshit Maharaj gives is the gold. And Charu Maharaj is explaining that the gold which is in Krishna consciousness, that Kali will not affect, it is mentioned. But detailed version, I heard lecture like that only. It's a YouTube lecture
Okay.
I heard 2 days back.
Okay. I understood. Probably that with the mood of amassing the gold is not very right. If there is something very minimum to be used,
Yeah,
maybe
that
it's
is also, it's there. But the
okay.
Maharaj giving his class is principles only. Details may be different.
Yes, bro.
Details
Thank
and
you.
the principles are both are different. Because those who are giving Vyasasan, they give only principle, they won't say. After
Yes.
after that, they will give details version. So,
Yes, bro. I understood. We will definitely wait for some principle through our seniors. Thank you very much, Prabhu, again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Vinay Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, for your nice class. Hare Krishna. So, Vrajanath Prabhu was asking about the usage of the gold.
Yes,
yes, Prabhu.
bro.
So normally Prabhupada did not recommend not only gold, but also pearls, diamonds, rubies. All these have been not recommended by Srila Prabhupada. Maybe mildly, maybe we can able to do that, but there is a separate, message by Srila Prabhupada. We are not supposed to use. But whereas others, they may use it, but it is very difficult for maintaining because of gold, vajras, diamonds, pearls. Other temples, they use it. Maybe in Tirupati, Venkateswara Swami has got completely gold. So just imagine where is the security for the jewelry of the Lord. So the Lord also has got Vajra Kiritam and Bangaru Hastam. There are so many things he has got. But it is very difficult for ISKCON people to maintain it. Because Krishna does not use all these things. He uses all natural things like peacock feather, flute, and flower garland. This is sufficient for all of us. Okay,
Yes.
so in these words, it is mentioned that highways, subways, lanes, market, and public meeting places were all thoroughly cleansed and then moistened with the scented water. Yes, because the Lord is coming. Well, as Vinay Prabhu was mentioning, Lord is very gorgeously received. It's not just like a guest, but it is just like a father is coming. The same way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also very nicely gave the message like if we keep our heart clean and even before that you chant the holy name of the Lord, our heart is cleansed, the contamination in the heart is cleansed. The contamination in the heart is nothing but kama, krodha, mada, moha, macharya, all these arishad vargas. If anybody chants the holy name of the Lord knowingly and unknowingly, also they will be purified. So thank you very much, Vinay Prabhu. I was not in most of the class, maybe some 15% I was in the class because I have DT worship and other. So we will keep it open for any other participants to express their realizations. Hare Krishna.